Good day! This is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which we will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Alright, great Monday afternoon mga ka-ETUlay at mga ka-ELS at sa lahat ng ating mga hashtag, mahusay na kabataang Pilipino at mga kapwa po namin guro. Oras na para ihanda ang puso at isipan sa panibagong linggo na puno ng amazing na pagkatuto. Dito lamang yan sa ETUlay Level Up. Muli kasama ninyo ang inyong tutor Tony from SDO Quezon City with my ELS partner, Tutor Jules. Hello, Tutor Jules.
Hello, good afternoon po. I'm Tutor Jules from Manila High School, Caloocan City po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Our grade 11 and 12 learners, parents, and teachers. Mapagpalang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
Ayan. So I hope everyone is doing fine kahit medyo may mga health concerns tayo the past few days. So continue to strengthen your immunity, ika nga, hydrate yourself, and of course, patuloy lang tayong observe natin yung mga health protocols na tinatawag natin. So we are now on the part 2 of our discussion about evolution. We are now on quarter 2, week number 7. At kaway-kaway sa mga manonood ng ating team replay, Tutor Jules. So we understand na some of you are on health break or health week ngayon, no? Naka-health break kayo. So team replay would be good. So pwede pa rin naman kayo makapag-interact sa ating comment section. Alright? And we would like to say thank you sa ating module provider. We are still using modules number 28 and 29 provided by DepEd Region 4A Calabarzon. And of course, attendance check po natin, Tutor Jules, no? Don't forget to please.
Yes po, don't forget to share our live stream. Paki-share muna mga anak para po makita ng
share.
And then mga mom and sir, pasuyo po para po sa ating mga students at sa ating mga colleagues. And don't forget sa ating mga students, please type the grade and your grade and section, the name of the school, location, and of course, the name of your ELS teacher. And please be respectful with your comments.
Alright. And don't forget to please like and share, of course, our ETUlay ELS with Tutor Tony and Tutor Jules for some announcements and updates regarding our tutorial session. And I think we are now ready to announce itong utang natin, no, Tutor Jules, na quarter 2,
Yes po.
week 5, no, when we discussed organ systems last December. Ayan, so
Yes.
Tutor Jules, take it away.
Yes po, sa ating Earth and Life Science, congratulations MahuSCI sa ating Week 5 Organ Systems. ELS Students of the Week, congratulations to Mars Jane M. Collado of Grade 12 Sapphire from Alibadabad National High School, Isabela. Hindi ko pa pala nasasend kay Ma'am Irma. Hello, Ma'am Irma Vanessa Manuel.
Hello po,
And
ma'am.
meron din tayong representative, yes, ELS Students of the Week, ang student ni Sir Leo Angel, Grade 11 ABM Amber, Aurora Senior High School, Isabela, Chelsea May M. Begiras. And eto, mga active students of
Yes.
Malinta National High School, Senior High School, Valenzuela City, si Christine May Bautista, Grade 11 ABM Peters, and Micaela G. Plopeño of Grade 11 ABM Hamel of Malinta National Senior High School, Valenzuela City, under Sir Ernesto D.C. Enguero. Ang gagaling naman, ang daming taga Malinta. And still from Malinta National High School, Grade 11 Gates, Jenny May Alinghawa, and then Hershey F. Laksa of Grade 11 Ayala, and Rochelle May C. Lazaro of Grade 11 ABM Ayala, under Sir Ernesto D.C. Enguero
Ayan,
Jr.
Sir John,
Very good,
hello,
my
good afternoon
students ni
po.
Sir. Ang gagaling.
And pahabol sa
And,
week 5
yes.
natin.
Nandyan din, hindi nagpahuli ang Pinagkawitan Integrated High School under Ma'am Sherilyn J. Lat. Si Zern Colleen M. Fabregas of Grade 11 Humes D. And eto si Claire Ann Labores. May entry din ang Conception National High School, Ilongos, Leyte under
Mm.
Sir Rafael N. Rodores, Grade 11 Einstein.
Ayan. So special shout out kay Sir Raf Radores, no. So nagkaroon lang tayo ng sila ng problem sa Leyte because of the typhoon, no. But still we appreciate, no, na they are informing kasi nga ang mga estudyante daw po nila nagpipiso net pa para alam mo yun, maka-attend sila sa ETUlay. So maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta. Last week naman for our topic Evolution Part 1, congratulations sa ating mga #MahuSCI and mga partner schools from NCR Luzon and from Mindanao. Of course, our ELS partner teachers, marami-rami pa rin at nadagdagan pa nga. So maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsuporta mga ma'am and sir. And for our ELS Students of the Week, ayan, bumabandera muli ang Malinta National High School, Senior High School, Valenzuela City, starting off with Princess Colleen V. Cajes. And we also have Adonis R. Bago. They are grade 11 ABM students under Sir John Engero Jr. We also have Laika M. Paliso and Mark Anthony DC Pasco from grade 11 ABM Ayala. And we also have Kyla M. Lacson from grade 11 ABM 4. Congratulations sa inyong mga anak. And of course, ayan, isa sa mga very active din talaga when it comes to our participation, no? Si John Wayne G. Prieto, grade 11 STEM Diamond and Jones Rural School. And of course, ang ating suki mula day 1. Hello, Samantha Nicole G. Padayaw ng grade 11 Helium from Daniel R.
Nagparamdam
Aguinaldo
muli si
High
Samantha.
School, Davao City. And of course, our co-tutor, ayan teacher niya, si Ma'am Jen M. Pepito. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat and congratulations. And a quick, promote lang natin to, Tutor Jules. Every January or every month of January in the Philippines, we are observing the National Zero Waste Month. So ang sabi dito, be mindful of your waste, reduce, reuse, and recycle. Isabuhay natin yan kahit nasa gitna tayo ng pandemic, no? So nakapag-generate kasi tayo ng waste, especially yung mga face mask natin at saka face shield, no? So we have to be responsible users of those materials at itapon natin siya sa dapat na pagtapunan. Alright? So we are observing the National Zero Waste Month, January. Alright, for the review ng ating Week 6 Evolution Part 1, Tutor Jules, take it away.
Yes, for the review, you are going to identify the word which is appropriate or to complete the sentence. So, Identify the word mga anak. So let me read the given definition. Evolution is defined as a blank in a species over time. So it's all about the definition of evolution. It is a process that gradually selects organisms that are better adapted to their environment to
Yes.
continuously change life and to make all living organisms in our world the way they are today. When we say gradually, the process that gradually selects, it is there is a development to the organism. So
And we are
while
looking
waiting
for
po
what
sa mga
word?
sagot ninyo,
Ayan, may mga sagot na po sila sa ating
ayan,
comment
si Malin,
box.
meron na ba agad? Hindi pa ako
Yes.
nakaka-check ng attendance, sir. Nandiyan po ang
First
tagabalita.
honor si Alea Chavez. Hello, Ana. Ayan, since day
Ayan,
one din yan si
nagparamdam din si
Alea.
Alea.
Maraming salamat. So we are looking for the word change.
Change.
Ayan.
Very
So
good, Alea.
pagbabago. Thank you so much
And
mga
then,
ka-ELS.
evolution is not a finished event wherein
Mm-mm.
humans are the final product. So, hindi yan yung final product. Rather, it a continuing process which has been changing and forming life on our planet. So, sabi nga, the only constant in this world is the word change. Yan.
Yes.
Patuloy kahit sa ngayon, di ba? Yung mga pangyayari ngayon, patuloy pa rin. Dati
Oo.
COVID lang. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng another type
Oo.
from that particular organism. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so continue tayo. So number 2, identify kung sino yung who is the scientist behind, who proposed the
Sige
theory
nga.
of acquired inheritance and the theory of use and disuse and the theory of natural selection for number 3, which explains about the evolution based on his observation. And his theory was published in a book entitled On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. Okay, while we are waiting, sige po, check po kung sino mga nandito. Ang Jones
Sige
Rural
po.
School, present. Ang Valenzuela High
Hello, good
School,
afternoon mga
Unasloban,
ka-ELS.
Marawoy Integrated. Mr. Jerwin Gutierrez. Ayan, si Sir Jerwin yata to. Jerwin yung nakalagay. Sir Jerwin, nandito po mga students mo. Hello po. And then, Ma'am Sherilyn Lat of SDO Lipa, ang Pinagkawitan Integrated High School. Sir Enguero and Isabella, Aurora Senior High School of Isabella. So, meron na po ba tayo for the new comments?
Yes, they have
Yes,
already
meron na
responded to
po.
number 2.
Lamar. Okay,
And the
so
correct
you
answer
are
is
right.
Lamar.
Hapor. Tama si Hapor. Si Ramos, kompleto. John Baptiste de Lamar. Alvarez, okay. And then for number 3 tayo mga anak. How about
For
the
number
theory of
3,
natural
ayan,
selection?
who would
So,
have known this
number
particular
3,
scientist?
yes
And
po.
he's none other than
Yes, Mary Grace Bejo, Charles Darwin. Sabi
Charles
rin ni
Darwin.
Tesorero. Okay, Mary Ramel Tesorero. You're right. So, natural selection is the survival and the reproduction of organisms that are best adapted to their surroundings. Na-discuss natin
Ayan.
yan last time.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
So thank
yan.
you so much, Tutor
Pahabol,
Jules.
sina-Orin,
Ayan,
Sir
na-refresh
Jim.
na ang kanilang mga brain cells sa ating mga key points last discussion natin, no? Another facts that we have discussed would be the different mechanisms of evolution. So we have presented 5. So ang task nila ay kompletuhin ano yung dalawang nawawalang mechanism or process ng
Okay.
evolution, yung
So,
nagko-cause ng
dyan?
evolution.
So, we have the migration, mutation, and natural selection. So, ano yung missing mechanism of evolution na na-present last time? So, meron na ba? Okay, we are waiting. Sino pang nandito? Sa Alibadabad National High School. Ma'am
Yes, good
Irma
afternoon
Vanessa,
po.
nandito po. Nandito po mga students mo. Sa
We also
Padre
have
Garcia.
students from Padre Garcia National High School, from Ma'am Ladylin Ducay. Hello, Ma'am Ladylin. Ayan, present pa rin ang inyong mga estudyante. Very good.
Ayan. Si Ma'am Pronda rin. Present din ang taga
Ayan, Ma'am
Jones Rural
Gemalyn.
School.
Hello. Ayan, so they're looking for the answers. Flash na natin. Alright, they're trying to remember.
Okay.
So number 4 is genetic drift.
Mary Grace Bejo answer, genetic drift at saka nasa na, non-random mating. Okay, very good.
Alright, you're correct.
Genetic drift din kay
MahuSCI.
Padayaw. Okay.
The same with Zern Colleen Fabregas. Ayan.
Yes,
So
very
again,
good.
the mechanisms of
So,
evolution are the
press,
following.
alam na alam nila.
Migration, genetic drift, mutation, natural selection at saka yung tinatawag nating non-random mating. So for our objectives, no, we have the same objectives lang, pero ang focus natin would be the second one, mga ka-ELS. So we have to describe how the present system of classification of organisms is based on evolutionary relationships. So we'll be talking about another field of science today, which is taxonomy. Ayan, so I hope may idea pa kayo, no? So nabanggit yan last week din kay Carolus Linnaeus, 'di ba? Kay Carl von Linné. So re-revisit natin yan later on. At paano nga ba related ang taxonomy at saka evolution? So paano ginagamit yung mga konsepto na yon para matrace or matahi ng mga scientists yung halintulad or yung relationship between a particular group of organisms. But first, let's take a look at the different pieces of evidence that evolution really happened or occur in nature. So we have, please take note kasi ito yung first activity natin, revolving around the different pieces of evidence. So we have fossils, ano ba yan? Biogeography, embryology, molecular evidence, ayan, and finally we have the so-called anatomical evidence. So we are now ready to take a look at each, starting off with fossils. So nung nag-earth science tayo, quarter 1, we have learned that when we say fossil, it is the remain or a piece of evidence of a living thing. But ang naging problem kasi sa fossils would be, hindi naman lahat ng organisms may naiwang fossils, or kung may naiwan man, hindi naman lahat ay kumpleto kasi hindi lahat ay nape-preserve. We also learned that layers of sedimentary rocks, di ba, sa sedimentary rocks, provide the most important evidence about sa evolution ng mga plants and animals. At dahil sa mga fossils, if you would remember, na nakapag-devise ang ating mga experts, ang ating mga geologists, ang tinatawag natin na geologic timescale, kung saan makikita natin kung paano nag-evolve from a certain period of the Earth's natural history or Earth's time, no, nagkaroon ng from simple organisms, nag-flourish or nagkaroon ng diversified forms ng living organisms. So paano nga ba yung ginawa ng mga experts? The process is called fossil reconstruction. Though only remnants of organisms are excavated, no, scientists are able to reconstruct and are able to, pinagpira-piraso, and sa tulong ng technology, no, na-compare nila yung mga ancient remains at na-reconstruct, just like what is shown now on your screen. So from this fossil na reconstruct nila using technologies, no, even kumbaga yung kabuuan, ano yung particular or detailed na structure or anatomy ng mga living organisms na nabuhay before. In this case, mga species ng mga dinosaurs ito. So those are the importance of fossils. They provide really one of the evidence na talagang ang evolution ay nag-exist or nangyari sa ating timeline, sa Earth's history. The next one is tinatawag natin na biogeography. So pag sinabi natin biogeography, this is the study of the geographic distribution ng mga living things sa Earth. And it is concerned not only with habitation patterns, pero are concerned din siya with the factors responsible for variations in distribution. Yung pinaglalaban ni Charles Darwin, di ba? Sabi ni Charles Darwin, evolution exists because there is variation among living organisms. And because of different geographic barriers, 'di ba? Bakit ba sa let's say for example, sa Africa, bakit nandun lang yung mga lions at saka yung mga zebras and other species of animals like cheetahs, but wala sila sa Asia? Bakit ang elephants ay nasa nasa Africa, may mga African elephant, tapos meron din tayong version naman sa Asia which is the Asian elephant. So that's isa yun sa mga tinitignan ng mga evolutionary biologists, yung tinatawag natin na biogeography. So dalawa na, fossils, biogeography. The third one is called embryology. So from the word embryo, so this one is the study of the embryos. Ayan, kitang-kita nyo naman sa ating diagram. It is an important cornerstone of biological evolution at ginagamit ito para matignan yung mga similarities at differences. So aside from the DNA sequences na tinitingnan talaga, kumaga ito yung pinaka-main concern talaga ng mga scientists. So magsisimula yan sa anatomical or sa mga physical structures, just like what is shown right here. So if you will notice, these animals, the fish, the salamander, the turtle, the chicken, the sheep, and the human, they are all, anong similarities nila mga ka-ELS? They are all vertebrates. They are all animals or organisms that has backbone. And as if you would remember sa ating discussion on earth science, no, we have discussed that from fish or from invertebrate animals na nabuhay sa kailaliman ng mga bodies of water before. So there was a need. So sa environment, sobrang dami na nila sa bodies of water. So there is a need para mag-transfer yung ibang organism sa land. Kaya nagkaroon ng from fish, nagkaroon tayo ng mga amphibians. Ayan. So in this case, we have salamander. And from the amphibians, nagkaroon tayo or nag-evolve yung mga, nagkaroon tayo ng mga reptiles. And from reptiles, nagkaroon naman tayo ng birds at saka mammals. Alright? And another thing that you have to remember, no, these similarities at saka yung differences sa bawat stages na yan na pinapakita sa diagram na ito, it serves as an evidence that many living things, they share a common ancestor or ancestry. Kumbaga, nagsimula lang talaga and then eventually, nag-evolve, nag-diversify nga. Ayan. So that's the third one. We have embryology. Tinitignan yung similarities at differences sa embryological development ng mga organisms. Alright, I hope those are clear. Ito na yung sinasabi ni Tutor Tony, no, na talagang the best evidence. Ayan, some of the best evidence of evolution comes from examining. Ito talaga, hindi na talaga, kumbaga magsisinungaling to kasi DNA na yung DNA na yung nagsasabi na itong specific organisms ay related. Just like in this diagram right now. Ayan, so tinignan dito yung amino acid. Remember that amino acids are the building blocks of proteins, no, sa mga living things tulad natin. Tinignan yung mga amino acid similarities ng humans, a monkey, a dog, a bird, and a fish. They're all vertebrates. And if you would compare, no, so mas maraming similarity from monkey and then palit siya ng palit from dog, from bird, and then fish. So what does this tell us? So organisms of the same group should have the same DNA sequence for a specific protein structure. Ayan. So yan talaga yung isa na kapag na puzzle pa ang mga scientists when it comes to anatomy, there is a way para matignan o ma-compare yung molecular level na using the genetic engineering techniques, 'di ba? Doon na sila magpo-proceed with that particular technique. And trivia lang mga ka-ELS, no, I know baka na-encounter yun na rin to, no? Human and chimpanzees, chimpanzee DNA sequences differ only by 1.6%. So kapag nag-mutate yung mga cells natin, pwede palang di ba, parang magmukha tayo or magkaroon tayo ng particular na monkey characteristics. All right? So that's because of mutation. All right? So that's the fourth molecular evidence. And finally, isa rin sa mga tinitignan ng ating mga evolutionary biologists would be the anatomical evidence. So tinitignan na yung anatomy. So Tutor Jules will be discussing with you the comparative anatomy. So, ang ibig sabihin ng comparative anatomy, kino-compare yung mga body structures ng mga different species at saka ginagamit tong comparison para malaman kung paano ba nagbago in the course of time. Kasi kailangan mag-adapt, di ba? So, there's a need. Nire-require ng environment. Gusto mo mag-survive, you have to change. The adaptive changes they have undergone in the course of evolution from their common ancestors. Ayan, take it away, Tutor Jules.
So my part, the comparative anatomy. There are three types of comparative anatomy. So when say anatomy, we deal with the body structure. So first, the homologous structure. Second, analogous structures, and the vestigial structure. So let's have the homologous structure. So look at the illustration of the human, yung arm ng human, the cat, horse, bat, and dolphin. So when you look at it, they have common parts, similar physical features. So meron siyang humerus, yung color blue, and then yung radius, green, and then yung ulna, that part, the carpals, metacarpals, and the phalanges. So they are the same, may similarities sa kanilang physical features, pero they share a common, kasi they share a common ancestor. Galing sila sa common ancestor. But the features serve as completely different function. Iba-iba. Siyempre, yung human, yung arm na ginagamit niya, kung paano natin gamitin yung hands natin. Yung cat, in different way. Same also with the horse. Ganon din yung bat, di ba? Sa, later on, may other illustrations sa bat naman. And then sa flippers ng dolphin. So, for locomotion naman, or movement, ng dolphin naman yung paggamit niya sa kanyang, or what we know as the flipper. So that is under the homologous structure. Yung homologous, same. Homo meaning, anong ibig sabihin ng homo? From the root word, the same. And logos, that is, they are related to one another. And then an analogous structure, sample here, the wing of the bird, the wing bat, the wing of butterfly. Um, yung structure parang parehas kasi parehas yung nila, they have the same function. They perform the same function, similar physical features, but they do not share a common ancestor. Galing sila sa iba't ibang ancestor. Pero yung gamit of those we know this organism use their wings to fly, right? Okay, that is under analogous structure. Next, the vestigial structure. When we say vestigial structure, these are structures that have no apparent function, wala na daw gamit, and appear to be a residual parts from a past ancestor. So ito ay an evidence na we evolved from another organism. Okay? So sample here of vestigial structure, which is a part of the body na hindi na siya functional, pero nandyan lang as an evidence na meron tayong pinanggalingan na organism. So one sample dito ay yung pelvic bone of the snake. Okay? Yung pelvic bone ng snake, ito yung the reduced hind legs, nandyan sa outer part niya, yan, sa bandang, ayun, dun sa part na yon. And then, sa skeletal structure, ayan ang itsura, which is based sa history, they evolved from terrestrial lizard na merong arm. Okay?
They
Yun.
used to have
And
legs,
then,
ika nga.
since hindi na nila ginagamit, hindi na develop, so we can apply that the theory of use and disuse by Lamarck. And next example, ito yung ating appendix, di ba? Another example of a structure with no function is the human vermiform appendix. Sa other organism, other animals, ano bang klaseng animals yung mga yun? The ruminants animals. When we say ruminants animals, ito yung mga animals na kumakain ng weeds or plant materials. Ayan.
Yes.
Ginagamit yan to it help in the digestion of top herbivores food. Yan, ginagamit yan sa digestion. But in our case, based from my readings, yung batang natanggalan ng appendix nang siya ay 3 years old, normal naman yung hanggang sa lumaki siya, hanggang sa tumanda, based from the record, ay hindi naging regular naman or normal naman yung body function kahit wala yung appendix. So we can live without it. So that is one of the evidence na meron tayong pinanggalingan na other organism.
So they used to have that organ, pero since nagbago yung diet ng as time progresses and as organisms evolved, no, eventually nawalan siya ng gamit. Pero nag-exist pa rin siya right now.
Nandun pa rin. Same
Next
also
example.
with the pelvic bone sa whale. Ayan, nandyan pa rin. And another, the wisdom tooth. Bakit tinawag na wisdom tooth? Kasi usually nag-exist na siya nung wiser na tayo, no? Ito yung last
as we age,
nag-emerge.
yes.
Okay. Wiser ka na nung nag-exist.
Kapag tumubo ay sobrang sakit, Tutor Jules.
Yes.
Kasi
Pero kung
mabangga siya
titignan
dun
mo,
sa
sir,
mga naunang molars.
oo. Kasi nung unang panahon daw, yung mga unang organism, medyo malalapad. So, may space pa doon. Pero nung nag-evolve na yung itsura ng tao, medyo lumiit. So, normally, nakaganon na. Parang hindi na rin siya nagagamit, right?
Hindi siya na nagamit kasi nagbago na rin nga yung diet. Kasi, di ba, before the early humans, they do not cook their food. So, talagang patibayan ng pangayan, di ba? So, they used to use those molars, yung pinakalas na molars na wisdom tooth.
Rough and coarse food daw kasi dati.
Oo,
So, they need
sobrang
to chew.
solid talaga ng kinakain nila. So, before they, yan. So, naging, considered na siya as vestigial structure, the same with our tailbones. Ayan, so
yes,
from
yung tailbone,
our
ang gamit ng tailbone sa animals, usually they, to balance their body, Pero nung nag-evolve ang organism, they learn to balance by their legs na na nila, nakakatanayo na sila with their legs, so hindi na na-develop yung tail.
Eventually,
Normally ginagamit sa pag-balance.
Yes. So those are the structures, again, homologous, analogous and vestigial structure. Mga ka-ELS, time for you to answer now our Activity 1, Module 29. You just have to match the picture with each type of the evidence that we have discussed. Choose your answer from the word bank below. Your choices again are analogous structure, homologous structure, molecular evidence, vestigial structure, fossil, and embryology. Napakadali nito, no? So you have the
Ayan. So
picture
for
and you
number
have the
one,
choices
you may now
already.
type your answer.
Ayan, depicted sa mga wings natin, ng mga different animals natin. Birds, insects, and the bat. What structure is that? So Nicole says analogous structure.
Yan,
She's
Alea
correct with that.
Chavez, you are correct.
Number 2, let's
Yan.
try to answer number 2. Ito naman, yung
Meron
kaninang
na po.
pinakita ni Tutor Jules, yung mga, ayan, yung arm natin, legs ng cat,
You're
flippers
right.
ng whales and dolphins,
Samantha
wings
Padayaw.
ng
Yan,
bat.
nasagot na ni
Alright.
teacher.
Number 2, homologous
Homologous
structure. So,
structure.
ayan, keep it
Okay,
coming
Samantha
mga
Padayaw.
ka-ELS. Let's proceed with items number 3 and 4. Ayan naman, kanina din-discuss natin ang similarities with the development ng embryo ng mga species
Okay.
of animals.
Rama,
Plus, yung number 4
homologous,
would
correct?
be, ito, pinapakita lang dito yung the structure that we used to ginagamit before ng ating mga ancestors, but it's now useless. Kumbaga kahit i-remove yan, we can still function. Kumbaga yung digestive system natin can still function without it. Alright, items number 3.
Okay, meron na po, sir.
Alright, may mga sagot na sila. So number 3 is
Yes po, sir.
embryology.
By
Correct.
Razel and Rama. You're right,
Mm-hmm.
Razel. Luigi.
Tingnan
Sino pa?
mabuti mga
Sunod-sunod na.
ka-ELS
Si
ha.
Katat, Alea Chavez, Armadilla. Ayan. Okay, next na tayo.
Number
And
4
for number
is, of
4, meron
course,
na rin
that
po,
is your
sir.
vestigial
By Malteso.
structure.
Yes, vestigial structure. Kate Kawan Malteso, correct? Siya yung nauna eh. And then, sa dulo, ayan.
Joseph
For the
Conrad, Bulaklak. Hello, Joseph. Ayan, I'm happy na nanonood ka na ng episode namin ni Tutor Jules. Hello,
Nawala po,
Joseph.
sir.
Ayan. So we have what
Your
item
number
number?
4.
Ayan.
Anong number
5
na
and
pala
6
yan?
dapat
3.
ito pala.
Oo nga, kaya pala mali na rin yung number. Hindi
Oo,
napansin.
item 5 and 6 mga
sorry.
ka-ELS.
5
So
and 6 mga
na-overlook
anak.
lang
Kaya
namin ni
pala
Ma'am
bakit
Jules
number
ninyo.
4?
Patawarin nyo naman kami. This one is
Okay,
very
you're
easy.
right. Fossil by
Ayan,
Barkilya.
number 5. John Patrick, you're correct. Zern, you're correct. Micaela. So we have
Castillo and
fossil
Baraba.
and
Right. Yes, sa number
molecular
6 naman
evidence.
tayo. You're right. Laksa. Hershey Laksa. Molecular evidence. Okay.
So 5 and 6 yan mga ka-LS. Alright, so let's now proceed. Ito na. How evolution is used in the system of classification. So paano nga ba naging best friend ni evolution ang taxonomy? So it is being used by experts called taxonomists para ma-identify ang paano ba yung sabihin sa Filipino? Parang kamag-anak, ano ba yung mga common ancestors natin, yung mga relatives natin, kumbaga, kung sa Filipino term would be yung mga kamag-anak. Ano ba yan? Nawawalan ako ng Filipino term. Sorry naman. Ayan, so balikan lang natin. If you would recall, Carolus Linnaeus or Carl von Linné started the binomial nomenclature,
Father
scientific
of
name.
taxonomy.
Ayan, taxonomy actually is derived from the Greek word taxis, which means arrangement, and the word nomos, which means law. So, law of arrangement. Kumbaga, kailangan na ma-identify, ma-classify, at mapangalanan yung mga living organisms. So, sa dami ng mga living organisms, so there are still organisms that are being unidentified pa. No? But in this case, let's take a look. No? So, pag sinabi nating taxonomy, all organisms, they're classified by hierarchy. So, you have kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, and yung genus tsaka specific epithet or the species, dyan manggagaling yung tinatawag natin na scientific name. So the scientific name of our national bird or the haribon, ayan. Haring ipon.
Pithecofaga Jeffrey. Tama ba,
Pithecofaga
sir?
Jeffrey. And you have to remember din mga ka-ELS na yung taxonomy is based sa sa mga Latin words. Kasi ang Latin ay hindi na siya hindi na siya nababago, kumaga timeless na siya ng word. And at the same time, yung mga words na yan ay may ibig sabihin din. So bakit Pithecofaga? Pithecofaga dahil galing yan sa word na pithekos, which means monkey, and phagos, ibig sabihin to eat. And Jeffrey, pinangalan yan sa tatay na nakadiscover niyan sa Davao, si John Whitehead. Whitehead, again, that's John Whitehead. So bakit Jeffrey? Pinangalan sa tatay niya kasi si Jeffrey Whitehead ang nag-fund ng kanyang exploration dito sa Pilipinas. So that led to the discovery of our Philippine eagle. So bakit Philippine? Sabi Philippine monkey eating eagle. Monkey ba talaga yung kinakain? During that time kasi ni John Whitehead, he discovered that eagle is actually eating the monkey. Pero actually, most of the diet ng Philippine eagle ay mga flying lemur. Ayan. So Philippine monkey, kumbaga, nauso lang siya for a particular time. Pero actually, 3% lang daw ng diet ng eagle na ito ang mga monkeys. It fed on other lower forms of animals. Ayan. So binomial nomenclature, ibandera na natin ang ating mga other species pa ng plant at
Yes,
animals na nakita sa Pilipinas, our national tree, Nara, with the scientific name Pterocarpus indicus. Tulad ng sinabi ni Tutor Jules last week, ang genus is always written capital letter, and then the species or the specific epithet is always written beginning letter na small letter, italicized palagi. So sa mga research paper, dapat ina-italicize yan, or kapag hindi kayang i-italicize, kapag handwritten lang, i-underline lang once yung genus, tapos, 2 beses naman yung species. We also have the Philippine crocodile, Crocodilus mindorensis. So it tells us that this is endemic or found in Mindoro. Ayan. Sa mga ka-ELS natin na mga namasko dyan, kaway-kaway, meron pa ba kayong dyan na save? Tingnan natin yung mga animal species muna tayo. Animal species na na-featured sa ating Philippine currency. Ayan. Kaway-kaway sa mga may 20 pesos dyan. Ang na-feature na animal dyan would be the Asian palm civet.
Malungkot, pag 20 lang sir malungkot.
Oo, malayo mararating pa rin yan somehow kapag ikaw ay madiskarte, di ba, mga senior high school learners. If you will notice, makikita dyan yung scientific name, ayan, Paradoxurus hermaphroditus. Ayan, tignan nyo mabuti yung mga currency natin. So you can still learn about nature, about plants and animal species, no, di ba? Ang galing, na-feature pala yan sa ating mga currency. We also have the Malipoto or the giant trevally sa 50 pesos naman with the scientific name Caranx ignobilis. Ayan, masarap daw yang gawing inihaw or sinigang. So malapit yan or mahuhuli yan malapit sa Taal Lake, the Maliputo. Alright. Sa 100 pesos, ube-ube. We also
Medyo
have...
nakangiti na yan, sir. Nakangiti na yan.
Oo, kapag inabutan ni Ninong tsaka ni Ninang, ay Gcash na pala uso ngayon kasi nga pandemic. We have the whale shark or the butanding, Rhincodon typus or typus. The world's largest fish, yung whale shark natin or the butanding. And sa 200 pesos naman, kapag inabutan ka yan, sobrang laki ng
maluwag ang ngiti.
The tarsier or the maumag in the local dialect. With the scientific name Tarsius siricta. Ayan. So one of the smallest primate na makikita, may isang species na makikita sa Bohol sa Philippines. Siyempre kung may animals, may plants din sa ating series ng mga coins, mga barya-barya natin. Ayan, sa ating 1 peso, feature ng ating waling-waling plant. Nasabi, dapat ito daw yung dapat ito raw yung Philippine national flower natin kasi ito talaga endemic sa Pilipinas. With the scientific name, ayan, Vanda senderiana. We also have for 5 peso naman, the tayabak plant. Pero sa mga coins ng mga ka-ELS, hindi nakalagay yung scientific name. So siguro mahirap na yun in-engrave. So ilagay na lang natin sa filipinotimes.net kung nakuha yung pictures.
Tayabak lang nakalagay,
Oo, tayabak plant. We also have for 10 peso, the kapa-kapa plant. At least we are given knowledge, no? Kahit pati sa mga munting mga bagay na that we use every day, merong science pa rin, di ba? Sa mga centimos naman, sa 25 cents, we have the katmon flower.
Hindi na mabasa ng lola mo, sir.
Oo, ako na lang po, ma'am. Sa 5 cents, we have the kapal-kapal bagging plant. And finally, for the 1 cent, ayan, mga sinusukli sa atin sa grocery, the mangkono plant. Ayan, di ba? So from these small items, we can still learn science. Alright, so speaking of that, let's now proceed with the phylogeny. Ayan, refers to the evolutionary history of organisms. Shown on your screen right now is a phylogenetic tree, mga ka-ELS. So ano bang gamit ng phylogenetic tree na to? It is a diagram that represents evolutionary relationships among organisms. Kumbaga, sabi nga, di ba, in some ways we are related with each other. Kumbaga, in the circle of life, kumbaga there is a unifying theme within us. Ayan, ito nga ang classification at saka evolution. And mamaya makikita nyo sa tree na pag-aaralan natin, meron mga pagbabranch or magsasanga-sanga siya. So yung pattern of branching na yan sa mga trees, it reflects how species or other groups evolve. So kapag may nag-branch out na, ibig sabihin may bagong characteristic na na-form because of evolution or speciation, may na-form na bagong species from a series of common ancestor. Alright? Mamaya may example pa tayo dyan. And then finally, you also have to remember, sa mga trees na yon, two species are more related if they have a more recent common ancestor. Kung baga nag-branch out sila sa a particular location dun sa phylogenetic tree. Ayan. So tingnan natin tong structure na ito found on module 29 page 5. So I will help you out na lang with this one. So sa module kasi may description, tas you are asked to provide the words. So let's begin with the root. Ayan, yung pinakababa,
Number 5.
pinakaugat. Ayan, the root indicates that an ancestral lineage gave rise to all organisms in the tree. Kumbaga lahat ng organisms na makikita dun sa kabuuan ng tree, nanggaling yan sa pinaka-common ancestor, nasa root natin, ugat, right? The point where a split occurs or happen, nag-split na, nag-branch out na, ang tawag doon ay branch point. Ayan, yung mga points na yan, tandaan nyo yan kasi gagamitin natin yan sa activity. Ang tawag dyan ay branch point. It represents where a single lineage evolved into a new, distinct one. Kumbaga may bagong species na nga, right? Again, that is called branch point. Next, a lineage that evolved early from the root pero nag-remain siya, nanatili siyang unbranched. Kumbaga, ito unbranched siya, wala siyang mga further species. Ang tawag sa kanya ay basal taxon. Unbranched siya, alright? Next, let's move on. When two lineages stem from the same branch point. Ito yon, yung number 1. So, same branch point, nag-stem out siya, dalawang branch. They are called the sister taxa. Ayan, hindi brother, kundi sister. A branch with more than 2 lineages is called polytomy. Compared naman dito, ito ang dami. So nag-undergo siya ng maraming speciation because of course, hinihingi ng pagkakataon at saka ng environment. Ang tawag dyan ay polytomy. Alright? Poly means many, di ba? Polytomy and serves to illustrate where scientists have not definitively determined all of the relationships among the organisms represented in the phylogenetic tree. Ayan. So masarap tong pag-aralan, medyo at the beginning medyo malilito ka lang, pero kapag nagamay mo na siya, specifically yung rooted, ang tawag dito ay rooted, no, kasi may common root sila, may common ancestor. Ayan. So you can browse sa internet, maraming mga very informative source about phylogenetic tree, like this one, no. So ito naman pinapakita mga vertebrate animals. So from fish, nagkaroon tayo ng mga amphibians, we have reptiles, and from reptiles, nagkaroon tayo ng species ng birds, pero hindi pinakita kasi dito. We have birds and mammals. And if you will notice, ayan, makikita dito, mas detailed to, pinakita kung saan nag-branch out, ayan, on a specific characteristic. Say for example, sa fish, no, ayan, isang branch lang siya. So all the fishes are included here. So kapag nagkaroon naman ng 4 legs, ayun nga, nag-evolve na from, nagkaroon na ng amphibians. Ayan, so nag-rise na siya, nag-branch out siya ulit. Kumbaga, I hope nakakasunod ang ating mga ka-ELS. Nagsasanga siya, ibig sabihin, nagda-diversify pa siya. Ayun, that's the right word. Nagkaroon ng reptiles because of extinction, parang there's a need para maprotektahan yung mga babies, nagkaroon ng amniote egg. Alright, and then eventually, nagkaroon ng mammary glands, and the iba naging body covering nila ay hair or fur, just like this platypus, one of the egg-laying mammals. Pero commonly kasi, generally, ang mga mammals tulad natin, ang mga anak natin ay pinapanganak or mga offspring ay pinapanganak ng live birds. So hiwalay yung branching niya. Depende sa characteristic. Alright? So I hope that is very clear. I will help you out. So there's no pressure in answering sa sa ating activity sa chat box. Pero you can still try pa rin naman. So we have here found on module 29 page 11. So nilagyan ko lang ng picture para at least ma-visualize nyo pa further. So we have orangutan, gorilla, chimpanzee, bonobo, and the humans. And may mga branch point, di ba? Alright, so let's answer the questions. What is the place where two branches split apart cold? Ano mga tawag dyan sa mga branch na yan, mga points na yan? Ayan, nandun na yung clue terms natin. That is called the branch point. Okay? Next, ayan. So maraming salamat sa ating 130 live viewers. Grabe, maraming salamat sa inyong suporta. Number 2, ito, analyze natin mga ka-ELS. What does the branch point that connects chimpanzee, bonobo, and human represent? So, hanapin natin yung branch point na yun, no? Kasi may branch point pa dito si chimpanzee at saka si bonobo.
Ayun. Eto na, sir,
So,
maano ko lang. Based kasi dun sa normal na picture, 'di ba? From orangutan and then naging tao. Parang ang alam nila, nag-evolve yung yung chimpanzee or bonobo into human, hindi. Okay, this is the explanation. Hindi ganon yung
yes.
iniisip ninyo na
Based,
yung
based
chimpanzee na yun naging tao. No. So, this is the explanation. Meron
Oo,
silang
kumbaga,
common
tawag dito, based
ancestor.
sa pag-aaral. So, hindi naman talaga basta-basta to na theory lang siya, no? Pinag-aralan to as the time progresses, no? And as technology advances sa gamit ng pag-analyze natin ng mga DNA. So, related si chimpanzee, bonobo, at si humans on a certain branch point. So, ano ibig
Yes.
sabihin nun? Ano nire-represent nun? Ito yung branch point na yun, mga ka-ELS. It represents the most recent common ancestor of all the species
Or,
on
yun
those
yung
branches. So, ito lang
explanation.
yon, sila lang to. Ito lang part or group na ito.
Yes
Alright? So,
po.
mamaya may question kasi na lahat sila sakop. Number 3, what is that single branch point? Napakadali nito. From which all branches originate colds? Kung saan nag-originate itong lahat ng organism na ito. So, ito ang pinakaugat. Alright? So, that is called the root. Alright? So, pinalash ko na kasi that's an easy question eh. Number 4, ito naman. What does the node closest to the root represent? Itong point na ito. So sa point na to, marami parang may sakop niya lahat ng branching out sa specific phylogenetic tree na to. So ano nire-represent nun mga ka-ELS or mga students natin? It represents the most recent common ancestor for all organisms in the tree. So sa lahat na. Alright? So kanina kasi dito, di ba, on specific organisms lang. Ito naman lahat. Kumbaga, they share similarities or they share common ancestor, they share common characteristics. And finally, syempre tutulungan ko na kayo dito sa number 5, final question natin. How important is phylogenetic tree for us humans, for you students, for our experts? It is used to help represent evolutionary relationship between organisms that are believed to have some common ancestry. So remember, may mga future scientists pa nagagamit na to kasi may mga organisms pa na ma-discover in the future. At kayo mga ka-ELS, in the future, magiging scientists ang mga iba sa inyo. You will be using this specific types of device or mga techniques na ginagamit ng experts. And baka malay natin, ma-improve nyo pa yung mga particular na devices na ganito, di ba, Tutor Jules? Alright. So I hope nag-guide namin kayo na Tutor Jules dun sa pag-study ng phylogenetic tree. Take a screenshot of our ELS question of the week. How does evolution define diversity, complexity, and relationships among organisms? Remember to send your answer via Facebook. That's ETUlay ELS with Tutor Tony and Tutor Jules. And Tutor Jules will be now featuring our
Ang ating
hashtag
mga
MahuSCI
husay
answers of the
answers
week.
of the week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations mga anak. Based from the question, do you believe in the theory of evolution? Congratulations. Thank you, Ryan Arbertilia of Humes 11 Argon from Pasay City East High School, Pasay
Wow.
City, under Sir Jude Piliora.
Peliora.
And ang ating suki na laging merong entry every week, Johanna Del
Yes.
Rosario, 11 STEM Sapphire of Jones Rural School, Isabela from Ma'am IB, under Ma'am IB Pfizer Gabehan. Next.
Gabehan.
Ayan, may entry ulit si Cassandra D. Katap. Very good.
Hello,
From
Cassandra.
Pinagkawitan Integrated High School, Lipa City, under Ma'am Sherilyn Lat. At sukin na rin natin si Ces and E.
Hi, Cesar.
Caragyan of 11 Beryl from Aurora Senior High School, under Sir Leo Angel. Then meron pa po kasi nga based from their sa kanilang perspective as a student. So wala namang maling sagot diyan as long as they present in a
Oo,
their
na-justify
idea.
based on
Yes.
scientific evidence. Yes, and facts.
Yes. So, congratulations and mahusay answer, Rosalie S. Pineda from Aurora Senior High School, Isabela. under Sir Leo Angel at saka si Raven R. Perez. Eto, parang bago yung teacher na to. Si Sir Robert Luis Degula
Hi,
from
Sir Robert.
Pinakulitan Integrated High School, Lipa City. So, na-PM ko kanina, sir. Sabi niya, partner natin siya.
Yehey.
And from Aurora ulit, Aurora Senior High School, Isabela, Mary Grace P. Pangilinan, student ulit ni Sir Leo Angel. Nandito na ang mga students mo, sir. Ang daming entries. Then, si John Wayne G. Prieto of STEM 11 Diamond from Jones Rural School, Isabela. Ayan, naka-flex ka na, nak. Under Ma'am
Alright.
IP Pfizer Gabehan. And yung last, si Principal John P. Donato, nakapag-send din ng kanyang mahusay answer. Gas 12 Mendeleev from Dinapigue National High School, Isabela, under Ma'am Aurora E. Berganyo. Thank you
Ayan,
so much, mga anak.
congratulations and
Very
thank you so
good.
much sa pagsagot, pagpatuloy na pag-participate sa amin. And mabilis lang, no, if you want to learn more about the natural history, specifically sa Pilipinas, kapag may time na, sabay-sabay tayong pumunta, no, or wala kasing virtual tour ng National Museum natin. But for the meantime, yung mga malapit sa Metro Manila, you can visit the National Museum of Natural History. Konting tumbling lang yan sa Luneta, where you can see the ang ganda ng structure kasi para may pinapakitang tree of life doon, Tutor Jules. Yun ang gusto kong makita talaga eh. Sino kaya makakasama ko doon? And of course, may mga, para at least ma-appreciate nyo pa yung mga collection ng mga species natin from the different parts of our country. Ayan, we also have parang replica, ayan, ng isa sa mga largest creature. Si Lolong ata to, I think, yung largest crocodile na nakita dito sa Pilipinas in captivity. And of course, ayan, mga preserved na mga living organisms. Napakagandang tignan. Hindi lang picturean, kundi pag-aralan. So you can visit the National Museum, ayan sa kanilang website, nationalmuseum.gov.ph. Marami silang mga interactive activities din doon at mga events that you can join virtually. And for our hashtag Be Inspired and hashtag Be Blessed, ang sabi ni Mahatma Gandhi, if you would recall sa inyong Araling Panlipunan lesson, he is the leader of India's non-violent independence movement. Ang sabi niya, be the change that you want the world to see. So wag tayong complain ng complain, no? And kung gusto mong simulan ang pagbabago, yung positive na pagbabago, simulan mo, syempre, sa sarili mo. Di ba, Tutor Jules? Stop complaining, stop comparing, and of course, change starts within you, mga ka-ELS. Believe in yourself dahil kayang-kaya mo yan. Here are our references. Muli, patuloy lamang ang pagsuporta sa ating hashtag Team Mahusay. For the first semester, konting weeks na lang pagsasamahan natin. So we'll be presenting new subjects naman for the second semester. Sana samahan nyo pa rin kami. Ayan,
So,
for your
last question of the week na natin yun, sir, ha? Last question
yes
of the
po,
week.
yes
So,
po.
chance nyo na
Oo,
yan,
pwede
mga
pang
anak, ha?
humabol pa
Kung
for
gusto
our
mo,
last. And of course, your feedback, send us via the website tinyurl.com/ETUlay feedback form. And of course, maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta. Up next na po ang inyong tutor Kat, tutor Zai for MIL, at ang inyong tutor Wendy at tutor Eric for General Biology 1. It was indeed a very information-packed na week with you about evolution. Maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta. My name is Tutor Tony from Novaliches High School, SDO, Quezon City. Walang hanggang pasasalamat po sa inyong lahat. Tutor Jules?
I'm Tutor Jules from Caybiga High School, Caloocan City.
Ayan, so stay safe mga ka-ELS ha. Ayan, so maraming
Ma'am
salamat and
Shing,
see you
thank
on
you din po.
our...
Si Ma'am Shing Lat, nag-thank you siya. Thank you din po, Ma'am
Alright.
Shing.
See you po
Sir,
sa week
si
number
Sir
7
Jerwin, thank you
and
din
week
po,
number
Sir
8.
Jerwin.
Maraming pong salamat. Goodbye. God bless. Ingat.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!